Welcome to a second update today inside this bull market where Bitcoin corrects a little and altcoins are going up, and we're already seeing Altseason is coming signals everywhere. So that's great. We're going to discuss altcoins today. We're also going to discuss the Bitcoin price movements, which is not a bear market, it's just a very healthy stabilizing here. And we're just going through the markets at this stage. But before that, do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and also do not forget to like this YouTube update. If you're Dutch, there's going to be a TV show on Videoland starting from the 21st of October. I'm not included. I saw some people that were included. I hope they have done well and nothing more we can do. So I'm really looking forward to that. And also tomorrow I'll be in Dubai, so the times that the updates are posted could be a little bit different, as you know, you don't know how the days are going to last in Dubai. Looking at the price movements of the altcoins, I do not believe we are there yet, especially given that Bitcoin is just making a slight corrective move. And altcoins already bouncing back heavily. However, when you look at the altcoin USDT values, they are just consolidating. So it's not really gaining anything. It is just Bitcoin correcting, and through that we can see that altcoins have some slight momentum. But looking at the Bitcoin price action, we've stated the crucial levels that we're looking at. And when you're looking at crucial levels for Bitcoin against USDT, you pretty much want to see it sustain at this point above 55k, but overall above the range low between 51 to 52.5. As long as it stays above there, it's fine, and the markets are just going to continue, but this is just a very normal inside day. Especially when you're looking at the USDT prices, I think this entire region around 55k is something that you should be watching, as that is a crucial level in this entire run up. If we do lose that zone, I think we're going to flex all the way back towards 50k or drop all the way back towards that range, or maybe even 53 low. Especially if we lose this recent low, I think we might be getting some long squeezes all the way back down towards a wick in 55k, and then we close above 55.5. I'm looking at something like that. Slight bearish divergence here too, but you can see that in any move we've had retests of the levels, as long as there is not a final corrective move all the way back down towards the zone of 48k, as that is going to be pretty harsh. I think we want to stay above 50k, the lowest, if we want to do well. And what we do see is that in that momentum or the drop down, Bitcoin dominance is dropping a little as well. Some levels that I'm watching as a potential point of interest to drop my money into the altcoins are those, but at this stage, nothing convincing yet. We've just witnessed a pretty harsh corrective move on the altcoins. And as I stated yesterday, the one that you should be watching is the one that is the biggest, which is Ethereum against Bitcoin. Ethereum against Bitcoin, pretty much the level that you should be looking at to sustain or break through is this entire region around 0.065. And I'm saying this because in the previous corrective moves, we've also seen bounces back up in areas before we started to actually go back all the way down, and before we actually had the bull run starting on the altcoins. So you shouldn't become too happy at the first stage yet, especially given that those bearish retests do take place before we are actually bouncing back up. So if we are going to get a bottom on the altcoins at this point, you clearly want to get a rejection around this area, come back down, reject and consolidate, and then we continue and could go upwards again. But usually you will see a bullish divergence apply in that structure too. Right now we are still acting beneath the previous resistance zone. We are also acting because Bitcoin is consolidating a little and the USDT pairs are not really accelerating at this stage yet. So it's not convincing enough, and corrections could take a little bit longer before we are done. In the 2021 also consolidation. 2020 correction, rejection, sideways, and then we started to run back up. 2019 the exact same story, in which bounces do happen, but you generally want to see continuation on that momentum. And I think that when Bitcoin is bouncing back up again, those altcoin Bitcoin pairs are going to see some more pain. Looking at Atom against Bitcoin and the price action that we've seen in previous year is that we also corrected all the way back down towards support, got a nice bounce back up, reject there, and got all the way back down once again before we started the actual bull cycle. And that actually shows why altcoins could be bouncing up, but you shouldn't be getting too happy yet. Levels that I'm watching with Atom, anything in these ranges, that is where we should be breaking through. So if we get a bounce like this and Bitcoin is going to accelerate again, I'm not surprised if we get a correction even further to anywhere around 43 to 47 before we actually start a new bull cycle. Cardano against Bitcoin, we've also marked a few levels, got there, no real strong bounce yet. So we clearly want to get more confirmation going on the markets before we're going to have some serious momentum once again. Looking at Bitcoin, all fine, but that is my update for today. So good bounce on the altcoins. Now I'm going to pack for Dubai. I'll be back tomorrow with 2 fresh updates. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel.